I mean, it sounds like you're like, you know what? I'm listening closely. I'm sensing my body. I'm seeing what's happening. I'm getting a feel for things and I'm making decisions as we go. And you know what? It still feels okay. It's almost like you're in a crystal ball and you're like, this is what I need to create. It seems very magical to me.
I don't remember where I saw the phrase, but it was someone talking. I mean, because I think that's one of the benefits I had was I had already run a business for a decade. It wasn't like I was starting a business and I had to like learn 100% of everything from day one. I had to kind of figure out some
Sure,
details, you know, just like
sure.
and in my mind, I thought, well, one of the things I used to love doing was walking around like Oak Street or maybe at a really big, like a big mall like Woodfield or somewhere, and you find a store that does sell a bit of everything, like Anthropologie. And you could like go and sit. They would have like seats, right? And you would sit and they were merchandised so well that it felt like you were in this curated living space. And I thought, well, I mean, that's kind of like how people what we did in the studio. It was just so happened to be our studio, but it was set up almost like, you know, it had a little living room and then it had some like tables and chairs. It didn't look like a traditional salon at all. And I thought, well, people really seem to like that, that energy. So then let's keep that. Let's just keep it going. And we would have people when Plant Salon opened who would come and they might spend 15 or 20 minutes just looking at the private collection plants and just checking stuff out and asking questions. I mean, and they're not even really browsing yet. And then once they've kind of taken enough of that in, they kind of would turn around and go, well, I want to take something home. And that's kind of when I thought, oh, that's why this works. It's because if you
Yeah.
could make your space, if you went into a space you really liked and you could take a bit of it home with you.
It's a sanctuary. I mean, I walk in and I feel like it's a sanctuary. That's how I feel walking into your salon. And I love it. And I feel more encouraged because of the environment we're in. I feel like you've been able to bring together all of your experiences, including, you know, how you grew up, your marketing abilities, your branding and design thinking, as well as the people that you've brought along all this time. I mean, you've really cultivated and protected your network to help you move forward. That's what happens when you walk into your shop Plant Salon. You really do feel an intentional but safe space there. And I also love how you've been able to translate that experience online and be a part of the hashtag Black People with Plants community, which I think is really powerful. I always love to go on Instagram and follow your messages and follow your stories. And also I love to hear other Black people that are sharing in conversations with you. I think it's amazing. You have courage. You speak truth to power. You don't shy away from things. I mean, this is an emotionally trying time to find serenity with what you're doing with Plant Salon is very meaningful. So listen, this has been a great conversation, but I do want to have some really, really quick hits, Nika, with you.